friends. Hey, today we want to share how to make a super quick and easy pillow cover for anywhere in your house. This is actually for Ellie's bedroom. Those final finishing touches have gone in her room, and adding decorative pillows really pulls together a bedroom. So we're just going to show you this. This is the perfect project for a beginner sewer. It's just straight lines, no zipper, no buttons, just super quick and easy.
Making a cover for a throw pillow really is quite easy, and if you are a beginner to sewing, this is probably one of the easiest projects you can do because it's just sewing straight lines. And this little envelope pillow will require no zippers, no buttons, so it'll be super easy to do. Um, you will first want to choose your fabric and then determine the size you want your pillow to be. So if you have an 18 by 8 inch pillow you're going to cover, then you are going to cut your fabric 1 inch larger. So it'll be a 19 by 19 inch square of fabric. Now I am using faux fur for my pillow here. And because it's faux fur is a little bit bulky, um, we're going to do a different fabric for the backing. So if you're using just a regular fabric, you can use the same fabric for the front and the back. Now, if you are going to use faux fur like we are, I just want to share a few tips on cutting faux fur. You don't want to cut it with scissors. If you do that, you'll end up cutting the long edges of your faux fur, and when you go to sew it, it's going to not be fluffy and full like you want it to be around the seams. And so what you want to do is mark where you want it to be cut, use a straight edge, and then either use a craft knife or a utility knife and score the back side of that fabric. And as you score it, it will create a spot where you can actually just rip it and tear it. And it will tear fairly easy in a straight line. Now we are using leftover fabric from the French country boho chair that we made for Ellie's room. And so we were a little tight on fabric, and we had barely enough fabric to make 2 pillow covers, the fronts of the pillow covers. And so for the backing of the pillow covers, we are going to use some fabric from Shams that came with her comforter set that we were not going to use. So this is the pillow sham that we are going to use the backing on for our pillow. And so I simply just cut the fabric to the dimensions, or the pillow sham to the dimensions that we needed. So you're going to need 2 pieces for the backing to form that envelope or the pocket for the pillow. One piece will be your 19 inch by 19 inch, and the second piece will be 19 inches wide again, but about 9 or 10 inches. We want it to reach up about halfway up the pillow. And so I cut those, and then I created a hem along one edge of each of those pieces of fabric by folding it up a half an inch and then pressing it and then folding it up another half inch again and pressing it and stitching across and making a straight line. And that's going to create a nice finished edge where that pocket is for the pillow. Next, I pinned the fabric backing to the front of my pillow cover. I've got right sides of the fabric together, and the first piece I pinned on was the larger piece. So with the hem on it, it should be 19 inches by 18 inches. And we're going to pin the top of the fabric across and then the 2 sides, and the bottom will remain open, and that's where the hemmed edge of the fabric is. And then we'll take the smaller piece, which is 19 inches by 8 or 9 inches, and pin that on the bottom edge of the pillow cover. Now, if you're using faux fur or a pattern that has a definite up and down pattern to it, you'll want to make sure that you check and make sure that you're putting it on the top and the bottom of the pillow so that your pillow doesn't sit upside down. Once those are all pinned together, then you can begin to stitch it together. I'm using a half an inch seam allowance, and these are just straight seams. You'll begin by doing a back stitch to knot it and then stitch all the way to the corner. Now I use a lot of pins when I'm doing this so that it keeps it nice and straight. And also, because I'm working with faux fur, I have to keep pushing and tucking that fur in there. We don't want the fur to come inside the pillow. We want it to be on the outside of the pillow. So you have to keep tucking it inside as you're stitching it so that it's got a nice fluffy edge. Now, when you get to the corner, you want to push your needle so it goes down, rotate your wheel so that it goes down, pivot your fabric, and then stitch across all the way across that next side of the pillow. Now I'm going to tell you a little something about pillow covers. I have a ton of them. I love to update and change the look of a room all the time. And so I like to make pillow covers and just cover my existing pillows all the time. I'll swap them out for different seasons, for different holidays. If I'm just feeling in a different mood and want to change the color of a room because my sofa is a neutral color, I can change the color of the way that room feels and reads just by swapping out these pillow covers. It is a very economical way to update a room. So I hope you'll give it a try and try sewing a pillow cover. That's it for the sewing. The only thing now to do is to trim the corners. So you'll want to take some sharp sewing scissors and you want to cut off the corners, cut them at a diagonal, cutting about 1/8 of an inch from that stitching line on the corners. And that's going to ensure when we flip it around that our corners are nice and crisp. Now we can just flip it around, turn it right side out, and admire our work and see what it looks like. So you'll take and you'll push those corners with your finger, push your finger in the corners of the pillow cover to push them out and make them nice and crisp on the corner. Now in faux fur, you're not going to really see how crisp they are, and then we can just insert our pillow. So here's our pocket for the pillow, and this is the flap that's going to cover the bottom of the pillow. So we're just going to put in stuff our pillow in. Just make sure that we've stuffed it all the way into the corners.
It's a very tight fit.
It is a tight fit. All right.
We were using all the leftover fabric as much as we could.
All right, there we have it. And there is our finished faux fur pillow. Are you ready to make your own pillow cover? Hey, we love to hear from you. Please leave your comments below. We enjoy reading those and commenting back with you. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell so you will receive notifications when new videos are released. If you'd like to follow along on our website to see more DIY projects, you'll find the link in our description section, along with links to all of our social media, where you can see what we're working on actually before it hits our site or YouTube. And as always here at Sunnyside Design, we hope to bring your home to the sunny side of the street.